Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. The June 9th edition of Monday Night Raw was awesome. I think it was one of the best Monday Night Raws we've seen in a long time. I mean, it had John Cena, CM Punk, some fatal four-way matches that were awesome, both on the men's and the women's side that lead to Night of Champions. We had Ron Killings with one of the best promos we've ever seen. We saw a new champ in Gunther. I mean, just a lot of really, really good stuff on Monday Night Raw. But I think the most important thing is the first thing we'll talk about, which is John Cena versus CM Punk in Saudi Arabia, because CM Punk is famously known for just shitting on Saudi Arabia, saying he would never perform there. It's all blood money, and whether you think that's true or not, it doesn't actually matter. CM Punk is not keeping his word, because obviously WWE sent him some money, told him he had to, whatever the case may be, behind the scenes was to convince CM Punk that he has to go to Saudi Arabia, and that is where he's going to wrestle John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. And it's even better that when John Cena said, yes, you can have a shot at my undisputed world title, but it has to be in Saudi Arabia, with a little wink, knowing CM Punk's previous history when it comes to talking about what's going on in Saudi Arabia with their blood money, and he would never, ever, 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 ever perform there, ever. Well, it looks like he is in a couple weeks at Night of Champions against John Cena. We have the greatest of all time in John Cena versus the self-proclaimed best in the world, CM Punk, for the undisputed WWE Championship in Saudi Arabia. I'm very interested in that match. I don't think John Cena gets dethroned there. I think Cody Rhodes is going to be the man that does it, or I think it's going to be Seth Rollins that cashes in and dethrones John Cena. I don't think it's going to be CM Punk, and I definitely don't think it's going to be CM Punk in Saudi Arabia, knowing his history and his past tweets on Saudi Arabia and the things that they're doing in that country and WWE's working relationship with them. But regardless of all of that, CM Punk is kind of a fraud, which I think he always has been. But fans love him. People love him. Great. You're allowed to love him. You're allowed to have a favorite superstar. You're allowed to believe in him. I would never disregard that. So that's awesome. But I think he's a fraud. And because of all of that, he's wrestling John Cena in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions, and Night of Champions is turning out to be something really cool, because we saw two, Night of Champions, our King of the Ring, qualifier matches. Roxanne Perez is moving on. Sami Zayn is moving on. I think both of those were the absolute right choice. I love Roxanne Perez. She's the future of WWE. Sami Zayn is inching closer and closer and closer to potentially becoming a world champion. And just so you know, not everyone can become world champion. It's okay if you don't become world champion. Your career is still amazing if you don't become world champion. Look at Rick Rude and Ted DiBiase and Roddy Piper, three of the best to ever do it and never won a world title. A world title, yes, is important, but there can only be a couple world champions at a time, and it's not for everyone. So maybe people like LA Knight and Sami Zayn aren't world champions, but they're just really good at their job, really popular, really over. People love them, and they have a Rick Rude, Ted DiBiase, Roddy Piper type career, which is okay. And then you move into another guy in Ron Killings, who absolutely is taking what's happening to him and run with it, right? Triple H wants to claim this is all a work, it's all part of the show. He's lying. That's not true. They brought back R-Truth because of the backlash they faced from the WWE fans. Nick Khan even had to renegotiate the deal with R-Truth because R-Truth or Ron Killings was just like, I don't want to come back, but these are my certain things that I need, because I do actually want to be in WWE, because the fans love me apparently, and they say, we want truth, we want truth. I can't believe this is happening. Everyone in the locker room loves R-Truth. And so because of that, they worked out a deal. Ron Killings and Nick Khan worked out a deal. Ron Killings is back. He was back over the weekend at Money in the Bank. He screwed over John Cena and Logan Paul to give Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso the win. Then he comes on Monday Night Raw and has one of the best promos we've ever seen. Cuts his hair in the middle of the segment on the announce table, removes R-Truth, becomes Ron Killings, and is just so much passion in that. The best things in professional wrestling are real, and they make us believe. And what Ron Killings did right there was made us believe. He's as real as it gets. He is the truth. That is him in flesh, and the people and everyone watching at home and everyone in the building can just feel it. And it's so interesting how some of these outside real storylines bleed right back into WWE. I'll give WWE credit. They are very good at doing this. They are very good at something organically happens. We want truth. Okay, he gets back, he gets released, then he gets brought back, then he comes back, and now he transforms into Ron Killings, and they use this organic storyline to manifest into something as powerful and as real as Ron Killings. Now I'm interested to see where he goes. Potentially, is he the one to dethrone John Cena? That would be unfreaking believable. I mean, go look at Ron Killings' history in TNA. The guy can freaking go. Yes, R-Truth was sort of a comedy entertainment act and flourished in every role he was ever given. But Ron Killings is an absolute fucking beast and a stud in the ring. And if he continues to do this and garner the fans and be as real as humanly possible and have that investment, he could, yes, be the one that dethrones John Cena. Don't be surprised by that, because there's a lot going on, and Ron Killings is right in the mix of all of it. And then to end the show, to end the June 9th edition of Monday Night Raw, we saw Gunther become the new World Heavyweight Champion. He defeats Jey Uso, he taps him out, makes him go to sleep in the middle of the ring, because Jey Uso made Gunther tap out at WrestleMania, and then about 51, 52 days later, Gunther makes Jey Uso go to sleep. Now, this was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen as soon. Jey Uso really only had one title defense, and it was against Logan Paul. He was in a tag team match. Yes, he wrestled a lot. He's been in a lot of storylines. He's very beat up, right? He's in the mix of this like Seth Rollins and company stuff. He's in the mix with Sami Zayn and CM Punk, and is probably going to be at the Survivor Series match come November. Maybe he'll get his rematch against Gunther soon. Maybe it'll be at SummerSlam. I don't think it's going to be at Night of Champions. There's still a potential of Goldberg coming back to wrestle Gunther at Saturday night's main event, potentially when it's in Atlanta. And so there's that going on for Gunther. I don't know whose first legit challenger is going to be, but it seems like it's going to be Goldberg in Atlanta. I think he's done with Jey Uso, but I do think it's true that Triple H just doesn't know how to book Gunther unless he's a champion. I mean, he's been a champion in WWE about 85, almost 90% of the time he's been with the company. He had a random sort of feud with Pat McAfee that didn't lead to anything, that didn't lead to Goldberg, that didn't lead to anything. It just established Gunther again as sort of this absolute destroyer of worlds. He crashed out against Pat McAfee. He wins. He dominates Jey Uso. They have a fine match. He makes him go to sleep, and now he's the new World Heavyweight Champion. But I do agree with the fact that Triple H doesn't know how to book Gunther unless he's a champion, which is an issue because he can't be a champion 100% of the time he's in WWE. That just doesn't make sense. And so now they have to build up another challenger. They have to build up Gunther again very strongly, so when he does lose again, just like he did at WrestleMania against Sami Zayn, just like he did against Jey Uso at WrestleMania again, the next person that beats Gunther and becomes World Heavyweight Champion is also elevated through that, or we're going to have a Seth Rollins cash in to beat Gunther, and then Seth Rollins is going to hold the title until WrestleMania next year, where he probably faces Sami Zayn at WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. That's just a long-term prediction, but we'll see where that goes. But again, the June 9th edition of Monday Night Raw was awesome. Great show. I hope you loved it. Let me know what your favorite part of the show was. Comment down below. Predictions, rumors, anything you thought was cool or interesting or you might see happening, whatever it is, I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.